Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the worst show on all of Spotify, where we somehow got greenlit for episode 2.
My name is Kondwani Mzamu,
And I'm Robbie Fraser.
and this is the WHAMcast. Now, we're doing a little bit of a filler episode today due to severe lack of guessage, but it will be entertaining.
We hope. We can't promise anything, but we're going to try and make it entertaining.
Yeah, at least a chuckle is what we expect from this episode.
The plan was to have a guest this episode, but we're not very good at our jobs, so we weren't actually able to properly secure anyone. We should, we hope, have someone for next week, which brings me on to today's partner. We're giving a shout out to OrbiTech. If you guys want to get the new exclusive gyro key keyring, make sure to contact one of those guys at OrbiTech.
Check out the social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and also check out the website. Probably don't do it on desktop because it's broken. Our web design is trash. But on mobile, it should work fine. You can place an order for whatever keyring you want. So check out the OrbiTech gyro key.
Don't you guys do custom orders as well now?
We do custom orders. You can get up to 4 characters on a gyro key and on a subject of the number 4. That can be times by 3. And when you times by 3, you get 12. And the 12-year-old is what we're trying to figure out that I'm smarter than on today's episode where we rip off season 1's idea once again of figuring out, is Kondwani Mzamu smarter than a 12-year-old?
Yeah, we weren't really joking. We said we're out of ideas last time. So that's fun, I suppose. So, my question to you, Kondwani, are you ready?
My body is ready.
Is your mind ready?
It's catching up.
Okay. So, question 1. What is the smallest country by area in the world?
I'm going to go out and say Haiti.
Ooh, you're wrong there. It's the Vatican City. It's not very big. It's basically just
It's a city.
just a chapel, really, isn't it?
Mhm.
And on the topic of the Vatican, in the Vatican you'll find the Sistine Chapel, which has the famous painting of the creation of Adam. My question to you is, which artist, also name of a Ninja Turtle, painted it?
Michelangelo.
Well done. You are for 2 there. Now question number 3. You're the music guy, aren't you?
Somewhat.
How many keys does a piano have?
See, I never really got into the piano though.
You're more of a guitar guy, are you?
Yeah. Well, actually, more of a wind guy, but I'm just gonna say 34.
It's 88.
I could have sworn they were smaller than that.
Now we'll move on to question number 4. In 1896, the first Olympic Games was held. What city was it held in?
Athens.
Well done. Moving on. What was the name of the very first Disney film released in 1937?
Fantasia.
It was Snow White. Next question. Henry VIII famously had 6 wives. How many of them were called Catherine?
I want to say 2.
It was 3. Strange to think a guy can have like that many wives, though.
He must have been pretty popular.
Not as much as Genghis Khan. Speaking of Genghis Khan, I've got a question here for you.
Oh, please.
How many people in Asia, this is a percentage, are descendants of Genghis Khan?
27.
It's 8%. Like, it's not as much as I expected, but it is still really insane how a single bloodline can go on for that long.
Yeah. Wonder how many of them were born in the year of the rabbit.
Moving swiftly on from that joke, what was the name of the first man who ever went to space? If you want, you can use a lifeline.
Lifeline. I think I'll say that one for later. I want to say Buzz Aldrin.
It was not. It was Yuri Gagarin. Buzz Aldrin was the second man to step foot on the moon. He was in the Apollo 11 spacecraft with Neil Armstrong.
I fell for the American propaganda once again.
They always win. Uncle Sam will have you. Next question. What is the name of the single longest piece of fiction ever written, which is over 16 million words long?
One Piece?
It's not. It's a Loud House fan fiction called The Loud House Revamped, and it's so long that the website that it's on physically does not let you see all of it.
All that for fan fiction.
For The Loud House, yeah.
Got some very interesting fandoms out here.
Very strange fandoms. Speaking of fandoms, you're familiar with the site Fandom Wiki, right?
Yeah, I use it frequently.
What would you think of a WHAMcast Fandom Wiki? Are there any WHAMcast lore masters out there?
I know this one person who might just know enough stuff to make a very comprehensive wiki on the WHAMcast, actually.
Keep your eyes peeled. You never know. I've got another question for you. Are you familiar with the painting The Scream?
Perhaps.
Could you tell me which artist painted it?
Picasso?
It was not. It was Edvard Munch. Bonus point. Which country was Munch born in?
Sounds German.
It's Norwegian. Right. Question number...
We lost count.
Let's just make up a number. So let's say this is question 10. Lake Victoria is the largest lake on which continent?
Oceania?
It's Africa. It used to be Lake Megachad, that's its actual name, but then it dried up, so Lake Victoria is now the biggest one in Africa.
Mega Chad turned out to be a lake soy all along.
That's me done. Now, the tables have turned.
We need to figure out if Mr. Advanced History is up to snuff.
I doubt I am, is the answer. Fire away.
Question 1. Which NBA basketball star headlines the 1996 animated film Space Jam?
That's Michael Jordan.
I think that one was too easy.
That was too easy. Come on, give me something harder.
Something harder? Well, be careful what you wish for. Question 2. The longest word in the dictionary, pneumono-ultramicroscopic volcanoconiosis, refers to a disease of which internal organ?
You got me. I'm going to say the liver.
It's the lungs.
That's my second guess. I know that's what they all say, but that was actually my second guess. Right, I'm ready for whatever you got for me next.
Yeah, I think I'll go a bit lighter this time.
Alright, good.
Question 3, I think. What is perhaps the most popular McDonald's menu item which is exclusive to the UK?
Ooh. I don't know. Exclusive to the UK. Huh. I'm gonna say it's the chicken selects.
It's the chicken legend.
Ah. This close.
They have chicken sandwiches in America, but not the legend. It's strange. I think they'd love that, but whatever.
British favoritism always has been.
Absolutely. Question probably 4.
I think it is 4. I think we're still on track.
Yeah. Which dystopian novel, in the same vein as 1984, covers a similar landscape in which information is heavily censored from the public in the form of burning books?
I'm glad you mentioned this, because those 2 books are the books that I'm doing for my English dissertation this year. That's Fahrenheit 4551 by Ray Bradbury.
It is Fahrenheit 4. Question 5. The director of award-winning games such as Elden Ring shares a name with the director of award-winning movies such as Spirited Away. What is this shared name?
Is it Miyazaki?
It is Miyazaki.
I don't know where I got that from. I pulled it out of the bag of holding, I think. Somehow got there in the end.
Follow-up question. At the award show in which Elden Ring did win so many awards, what happened at the end?
Is that the guy who came on stage and said he wanted to thank his rabbi, Bill Clinton?
Indeed.
I don't know how he got on stage, and I don't know why he was shouting out Bill Clinton, but he was. Moving swiftly along now to question, we forgot, because we're recording this on a separate day than we are the last questions.
Yeah, and may also explain any potential audio mixing issues, but we don't really care about it.
We've heard about your complaints. Here's a solution. It's not a solution, it's us copping out. So, Kondo, your next question, please.
Right. What is the catchphrase of the TV show Chaser, Sean Wallace, when the contestant of the show is one place away from winning the game, and he is one place away from catching them?
Now, big fan of the chase here. That would be a 1-question shootout, wouldn't it?
It is well done.
Yeah, myself and my family watch Chase every night. It's good stuff.
Question whatever number 2. In popular sitcom It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh no. No, you found my weak spot. No.
What is the name of the business that the gang try to run?
I could not tell you that. I'm gonna be honest.
Is this a pass or?
I might as well hazard a guess, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. I don't know.
They run the entire state. See,
Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger in California.
It's called Paddy's Irish Pub.
You see, in case you can't tell, don't watch Always Sunny, so.
Well, it's kind of a cult classic show, so I'm not surprised that a lot of people watch it, but it is very popular still. So.
Yeah, Danny DeVito's in it though, and he's pretty cool. So.
Yeah, he makes the show cooler.
Which brings us perfectly into our next segue.
Oh.
I have a question for you, Kondwani.
Go on.
Which popular snack does Danny DeVito play in an advert?
He's an M&M.
You are very much correct. He is the red M&M in the advert where he gets hit by a truck.
It's just Danny DeVito things here at the end of the day.
At this point, we should change it from being the WHAMcast to the DeVito cast, which I think would be a better show anyway.
Yeah, he makes everything better, as we just established.
Okay, so proposal: WHAMcast 2, the Danny DeVito news account.
It'd be fire.
So, I'm not going to hijack the questions anymore. Moving back to you, Kondo.
Mm, well, this was gonna be the last question anyway. So, question number whatever final.
Ooh.
Which multimedia hosting site does the Geometry Dash use to play its music?
Geometry Dash, it's getting on a bit now, isn't it? So it has to be something like one of the older ones, I reckon. Hmm. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Newgrounds.
It's Newgrounds.
The home of classic games, man. And that brings us to the end of the quiz show tonight. Now, I'm going to be honest, we weren't keeping track of the scores, so we're going to add pretend stakes to this. The final questions. This is the last questions from each of us to see who will be the winner of today's game show. So, my question to you, Kondwani. When pardoning the turkey this Thanksgiving, which artist's tour did Joe Biden mistakenly say was Britney Spears' tour?
I'm guessing Taylor Swift.
It is. He said the Britney Spears era tour, which Swifties out there won't be very happy with that.
And now, question number whatever ultimate. Since we were just talking about classic games, what I enjoyed a lot from Newgrounds specifically was, the Henry Stickmin games.
Classics, of course, Henry Stickmin.
Yeah. Now, I'd like you to tell me what the first ever one was, and I mean like tech demo first, not just the first popular one.
Now, you want me to say Breaking the Bank, don't you? But I'm not going to, because it is Crossing the Gap.
Congratulations.
The winner of tonight's game show is both of us, because we both got the final questions right, so the pretend stakes really added up to nothing, and we've made a perfect communist society.
So you so Vishemi.
Thank you, comrade. So, on the closing notes for today's episode, we'd like to announce, well, we don't like to announce, but we're going to have to be shifting away from one every week to one every 2 weeks. We're a little bit too ambitious with the one a week goal. Probably won't be able to do it. If we can, we'll give it a shot, but just to cover our tracks for now, we're going to stick to one every 2 weeks.
We promise that when we do drop new content, it's gonna be twice as good. But I know you're not gonna really appreciate that it's not Thursdaily as we promised. But
there's no way you just said Thursdaily. Come on, man.
Well, it's every Thursday.
It's true. It's just I didn't expect to hear that.
Well, if you like more, moments like that, please anticipate the new episodes. But we can't. I'm afraid we can't promise weekly, but we'll try our very, very best.
But on that note, thank you for joining us, and we hope that you join us again to figure out what's happening at Millburn.